Well, hey there, it's Elka.
And Jen, and this video is for you if you are a graphic designer looking to possibly move from your freelance work and utilize your skills on print-on-demand platforms. My name is Jennifer Clark, and this is Elka, and we are a mother-daughter duo team who teach people how to make money online with print-on-demand, more specifically with the platform called Zazzle. We've been on Zazzle since 2008, and since then we have become coaches and have been coaching for the last 8 years and have helped our clients collectively sell over $165 million worth of Zazzle products. And we have so many clients of ours that are graphic designers and that have done freelance work and have transitioned over to the Zazzle platform because it gives you so many more opportunities to utilize your work, have more freedom with your payments and also structuring your designs. And then also that you don't have to always outsource your work and find new clients and struggle with the payments and also bargain with how much they're paying you. If you're overwhelmed and overworked, then Zazzle is definitely the platform for you. It looked like you wanted to say something quickly.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, like I'm all in. Like, tell me more.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, the reason why we're making this video is because we've heard a lot of stories of graphic designers who maybe you've come from different backgrounds. Maybe you're doing even website design or surface pattern design, whatever type of graphic design you're doing, you clearly have skill sets that allow you to become create artwork on graphic design, right? And so whether or not you're selling it in a certain way depends on how you can transition to Zazzle. But the majority is probably you're struggling and feeling that you're getting low client pay, so meaning that your client is either not paying you as much as you wish for the artwork that you're creating, and there's also inconsistent freelance work. So you're like working paycheck to paycheck, pretty much struggling to find new clients. And then once that client is finished and the project is done, then you have to go on and find another client and another project to create that consistent income. And so if you're frustrated and overwhelmed with that and you're just fed up with this whole cycle of like going on the hamster wheel, then Zazzle is definitely a platform that you should really check out because you can create graphic design work and sell it on the platform. You don't have to deal with all of those things. Coming into also struggling to monetize your skills, and once again, you're tired of the client work. Maybe you actually don't even really like working with some of your clients because, there's things that go back and forth, many revisions. I've personally done some individual work, call it client work, let's say, on the Zazzle platform where someone has reached out to me and said that they wanted a specific design. And I don't have, the information of who they are and where they are, because Zazzle is really like the individual platform is where the customer contacts you and you can do artwork for somebody who's reached out. But I would say that she needed at least 15 different revisions. And because we weren't talking in person and also it was online, she just felt like it was normal for her to say, oh, well, I just want this little tweak here. Oh, I want this other thing. I think I worked around 15 hours to get a profit of maybe $15 to $30. And so if you're kind of in the same boat where your clients are, asking for so many revisions and bargaining with you with how much work you're doing versus how much you're getting paid, then I'm sure that you want a different change in your life because that's frustrating and overwhelming. And, that can't last forever.
And that's why we want to introduce you to, if you have not already understood this option, is like Zazzle's this cool platform, but it's a print-on-demand platform. And one of the things that's really important is, as you said, print on demand. But if you, as a graphic designer, with all that skill set and all that knowledge of what your clients normally want, can set up products on the platform that are virtual, that you already understand what they need, like in terms of a business card template or a logo, or in terms of other areas that you might be getting into, like what Jen talked about with clients that she helped make wedding invitations for, then that's your secret sauce, right? That's what's going to let you become very successful on the platform, because you already understand the business, you understand the clients, you understand what their demands are. And yes, this is not like a corporate brief where you get told XYZ and just deliver, and then you don't understand anything about why they want this. It's just they wanted it delivered. This is more for the small business graphic designer who's just trying to get a leg up, and that's really what this is all about. Is, first of all, you're not going to have to depend on these clients to come in. Instead, you already know what those clients wanted, like fake clients, so to speak, and you're going to set up your inventory on your store so that you can address each of the times that you already did a project and put it out there. You don't have to have the exact design that you made for that person. But boy, Jen and I, like Jen said, like people contact us on the Zazzle marketplace, and it's not like Upwork, or it's not like where like you can interact with your clients, but in the end they have to buy through Zazzle. And if they buy through Zazzle, you only get a royalty, right? And so you might be looking at this going like, well, why are Jen and Elka telling me to put this on Zazzle? It's because what we do is we don't deal with those clients in the same way anymore. Like, first of all, we actually charge an outside fee to make, like, even just get started with working for someone if they start to ask for a lot of changes that are definitely more client work than they are like passive income work. But if there's just like someone who comes up and says, I want this changed on a sticker, and I just wanted to change it like X font or this color, then it's a quick change, and then that person buys, right? But what the beauty of all of that is that even with or without client contact on the Zazzle marketplace, you're setting up products that are going to always be there, okay? And every single template that you set up is going to actually be something that people can manipulate and change, and they get to see the change right away. And because of that, they, first of all, are doing their own editing. So it's not like, oh, just move the text a little bit here or change the font here. And they get to see it real time when they go into the edit menu, which they can do, and change it themselves. And so then they buy it themselves, and you have no interaction. We love that. Like, we don't talk to a lot of customers anymore, but we always still get the sale and the sale and the sale. And if one client likes it, others will like it. And so that's what this is all about, right? You upload it once because it's a template, because people can change it to what they need. You continue to get that template to be facilitating all these different customer orders so that you get to earn basically forever.
I think I wanted to touch on a point that you said too, because the customer can edit it in real time in the design tool, and they can move the font here and there. They can switch things. So you're creating this one blank product and then putting your design on as the graphic designer, posting it for sale with the particular templates that need to be set up. The customer comes in, can edit it, changes it, and completely can change it to not even look like your original product. But because they were on your original product in the first place, you still get the sale and you still get the royalty. I've had some clients of mine, or customers, clients, whatever you want to call them, they sent images and videos and images of the products that they purchased. And when they finally got it in the mail and they got it shipped out to me, I took a snapshot of one of my wedding invitations and said, thank you so much for this beautiful wedding invitation. It's an awesome quality. I love the way it's situated and formatted and all these things. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not my wedding invitation, because they started out with a template of mine and then completely changed everything, but I still earn the money. And what's really amazing too, when here it says upload once, earn forever, and then set your own prices, you can earn potentially forever. Fingers crossed that Zazzle's going to be here forever. But Elka and I, we started out on the platform, like I mentioned, in 2008, and I still sell designs. Obviously, my first couple of designs weren't the greatest because I was still learning. I don't have a background in graphic design, but I helped myself learn. I went on to Google and YouTube and learned how to use Photoshop. And so progressively over the years, I got better at designing and understood how to serve a customer's need and what was an intentional product and all of those things. But my products that I started to make in 2010, 2011 are still selling to this day. And at the time of this recording, it's 2025. So imagine getting a sale from something that you made 10 years ago in the future, because you spent, a couple hours working on a design, and then you can earn literally throughout the entire, future of your Zazzle career. And the last point here is that you get to set your own prices. We always recommend that you set a royalty at around 10%. And when we talk about the Zazzle platform, for example, if somebody buys a t-shirt and the t-shirt's priced at $25 on their platform, but you designed that t-shirt design and someone buys that t-shirt from your store, you can set your royalty, which means that you earn a percentage, because you don't deal with customer service. You don't deal with shipping and handling and producing the product, manufacturing, all that. So thankfully, Zazzle takes care of all of the stuff that you don't even want to touch because it's just probably so overwhelming. And you get a royalty from that. So you get to set your own prices. We do recommend setting it at 10% to be competitive within the marketplace. But if you're a graphic designer that already has a really great reputation and you're selling your artwork or your graphic designs at a high price point and people know who you are and you are a distinct designer and unique, you can set your prices higher to compete within the marketplace. And because you have that artist's credibility, then people will buy your stuff even if it's priced a little bit higher than in the marketplace. I can never make any income plans and I can never tell you that you're going to sell or not sell, but I can tell you that you are able to set your own prices and price yourself competitively within the marketplace. And being a graphic designer, you have that leeway of saying, hey, my artwork is actually more expensive and I'm going to price it at this price point.
Yes. And it's, first of all, we have to also put in there, as you said, earn forever. It's a secondary income and it can become your primary income, but secondary income, you always want to have your eggs in more than one basket. And also as even just this concept of upload once, earn forever. Once you realize it's also in the workflow, right? If you make that product, like Jen said, spend a couple of hours sometime 10 years ago, and now that product's been selling for 10 years. And then during that time, you weren't always actively working 9 to 5, but you consistently kept adding more products. In 10 years, you'd have quite a few products, right? That are all still able to sell for you while you continually build your inventory. It's like having an investment portfolio. Mm-hmm. And I love that about it. That's such an interesting compounding interest almost scenario that people forget, right? They go oh, I've got to make a whole bunch of money, put up certain graphic designs right now, and then, I'm done, or I'm going to cash in. But if people forget about the long game, and the fact that you don't end up having to work so hard, but there's always this sort of residual income coming in based on how much time and effort you put in, or if you've hit the mark with certain designs, or whatever that might be. It's really fun to see that as an alternate source of income, if it isn't even just your full income ultimately, because a lot of graphic designers, we have people that we know and we and we're still teaching. That's why I tripped over my words. That did graphic design for corporations. They were either on salary or they were contracted. And then now they're running their own graphic design business for both the clients individually, externally, but they've got really active Zazzle stores where they're making most of their money, which is consistent, right? Because it's not just a matter of throwing a few products up and getting some royalties. You can actually create enough of a business plan on the Zazzle platform to have it be your full-time income. And we have a ton of clients who have that ability. They're already making 6 figures. And Jen and I are proof of that as well, that this is Zazzle was our full-time income until we started teaching people, because we couldn't stop not telling people that this is a lucrative opportunity. So hopefully we've given you enough to go what the heck is Zazzle? I've got to go check it out. Okay, I'll let you send us off.
Well, if you wanted to, you can let everyone know about the stuff that we have for them to get access to.
Okay, sure. Well, first of all, now that you're excited about Zazzle, you might want to just get a really quick and easy way to know exactly how to set up your store properly and to not lay that foundation so that you can start selling. So we have a great 3-part mini series that you can go and check out the link below. Just sign up and you can watch that. Those are videos. It'll walk you step by step. And so you can set up your account and figure out how to make the products and use the template so that you can really do a good job of laying that foundation so you don't make any mistakes, because setting up is the most important thing, right? A lot of people put stuff up because I know my graphic designs, I know what to do, and then all of a sudden they're stuck. They're not getting the sales, they're not getting views, and usually it has something to do with how they laid the foundation and the setup. So check that link and then you'll get all the help you need, because we gave you those videos. And then now if you are on the platform, you're already ready to go, but now you're overwhelmed as to what to start with, what are the popular trending niches. You want to get that insider information from Jen and I as to what's working right now so that you can get a leg up and get selling faster and know what products to make. There's another downloadable for you, and the link is in the bio. It's the 150 niche and product types that are trending on the Zazzle platform. It's going to really help you out. Okay?
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.